night that Paddy Murphy died is the night I'll never forget. Some of the boys got a load of drunk and ain't got sober yet.
Is that so?
Yeah. Well, sorry. I was just, something came to mind. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah. Hey, we're in the back 9 of round 2 out here at the Discmania Open, presented to you as always by the patrons of Park Pro who bring this to you and PDGA Canada. We are back at Kings Pine Disc Golf Course. We are halfway through this tournament and it is starting to shape up to be a doozy, Jeremy. We've got between Dylan and Ezra, they're on heaters. 10 down in the last 5 holes combined, I think.
Yeah, they're showing what it takes to win on this course.
Sam Streeter's in there as well. Let's not forget some of the spectacular forehands we've seen from him. And Vaughn Murphy has been a little bit on the struggle bus, but we've seen some pretty crazy scrambles from him. So let's not count him out at all. I'm really impressed by his game here. But Dylan Goudey, 6 down through 9, just followed closely by Ezra there at 4 down for the round. And he is trailing Dylan by 2 strokes. So they're starting to separate a little bit, but Sam is definitely keen on hanging on to those top 2 spots there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Beautiful.
Another beautiful day out near Elliotvale, PEI.
Go kayaking after a round of disc golf?
Oh, absolutely. We went kayaking after a round of disc golf.
Beauty.
Hole 10 is a par 3, 371 feet, fairly flat, but there are just pockets of fairway everywhere you go, and then there's trees in the way everywhere you go, so you kind of got to think up a line.
And a nice protected green as well, just in case you really want to go for the ace front. It's just a little added bonus if you could sneak that in there.
Yeah, jerk move. It looks like it's preventing the ace run for either the forehand or the backhand for these guys, so
yeah.
Come on, Ben. What are you doing, buddy? We want to see aces here on Park Pro. We've seen a few. It's always a highlight of the year. Well, maybe if you just go at it straight with a putter.
Sure.
That might work. Look at that. Look at that scorecard. Birdie, birdie, birdie,
So
eagle for the
colorful.
last 4 holes for Ezra.
Oh, I can't believe he eagled hole 9.
Just bananas.
That's insane.
That's a good play. Circle's edge. No trees in the way on the backside, of course.
Nice backstop, too, if you missed the basket.
Sure.
Oh, big forehand from Dylan. Is that going to come back? Came back, but not as much as he wanted it to.
Yeah.
Right. It's okay.
More difficult birdie from there, I'd say.
Sam also lining up a forehand.
I think we could see this one go close. No,
Ooh,
he's left it to inside.
Over a little bit.
Perfect power, but
Ooh.
just...
Ooh, that took a fast skip off the ground.
Yeah, early release on that one.
It's kind of like in Mario Kart when you hit those little speed strips.
Yeah.
Just kind of hit one of those accidentally.
What sound do those make, Jeremy?
What's that?
What sound do those make?
I don't remember. Something
All right. Yeah.
like that.
King of sound effects back once again.
It's been a long time since we played Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Vaughn turns his over a little bit, didn't come back, but he's still got a little bit of a look.
Yeah, you can see the idea there.
Yeah. You can scramble. Can you scramble putt? Close.
Yeah, that's
a good
fine.
run.
All right. How many of these trees are between Dylan and the basket? None.
Oh, boy.
Wide
Yeah, okay.
open. Wide open look.
That turned out well for him.
He is dangerous from this range.
Get it.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
6 stray birdies for Dylan Goudey here in round 2.
You
And
know,
he doesn't have the face of a guy that just made 6 straight birdies.
No. But again, in the back of his mind, sorry, Dylan. I just keep thinking, would I be thinking in that situation?
You know, I only met him this one weekend, and I can tell you, didn't hear that sound out of his mouth the entire weekend.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Sam, unfortunately, missed.
There's a little outside circle one, actually. This is to keep pace. Bit of work. Oh my goodness.
Man.
That was in.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a tea break. Was still in.
Yeah.
Read a novella. I'm not exaggerating, like not a full novel, but was in there for a while.
Sure.
And then out again.
Yeah. Called a friend.
Yeah.
Fun. Tapping in that par.
Vaughn looks like an artist.
He does.
I forget what he does for.
Yeah.
Oh well, says Ezra. Love his attitude.
Yeah.
very like similar to Dylan in the way in how serious they treat the game, the work they put into it, and they're just well-rounded games, but a little bit more outgoing and emotive is Ezra.
Shake things off a little bit.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
which, hey, there's different ways to do it for everybody.
Yep.
Hole 11, you gotta get this one flying far. Par through 411 feet, plays uphill. There's a kind of a center line. There's a right-hand line. The right-hand line sort of puts you at risk of getting into those shrubs and trees over to the right, but maybe a little bit safer off the tee. So a little bit of pick your poison on this one.
Yeah, and if you've got 420 feet, you're back in the shrubs again if you really overpower it.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a little bit more wiggle room than that, but
I think Dylan and Ezra probably have that power, so they're not going full blast on this thing.
monstrous turnover, but he was trying that anyway. Didn't get as much turnover as he wanted. Holy smokes.
Okay, he's on the right side of that berm. So easy par, maybe an outside look. I mean, he put that last one in from 55 feet probably.
Yeah. Ooh, Ezra. Is this going to go all the way? It does.
My goodness.
Ooh, shook off hole 10. Ready to go.
Goodness.
That's pretty much as good as you can get.
That's like an angry throw, a bit, but
You know what that is? That's a oh well.
throw. Oh well.
Golly.
All right, Sam gets
Amazing.
us up in the air. It did get over for a little bit,
Oh,
so it's
wow.
going to have the distance, but
Okay, he's got a putt.
some work to do.
And then Vaughn. He looks like he's going right up the middle. Oh no. Oh, the iron leaves.
Not a big tree, but a
Yeah.
strong, hardy tree.
I hear they grow them strong in PEI.
Yeah. Well, every tree that you see here survived a hurricane, so
Yeah. That's a nice up from there.
we got Ben Smith joining us, finishing his round, coming to walk around with the MPO lead card. He, I think one of the reasons, I mean, he loves disc golf, obviously, but one of the reasons is this course, as it is here right now, did not really get play tested all that much before this tournament. They were really under the gun. Oh my goodness,
That was a
Sam.
nice-
Okay.
Yep.
Sam doesn't want the party to end.
No. Keeping it close.
He wants the party to keep going. So I think partly Ben's just saying, hey, I haven't seen. That one stayed in, so we get the double thumbs up. I think Ben wants to see this course in its current iteration played by the top players. Mm-hmm. See how it's looking, what can I change for next year? Did this hole work the way that I thought it would?
Oh, I love this.
Stone cold.
Yep.
Single clap.
Do. Good putt.
Right to Massachusetts.
Hey, Chase Card, check in. What is Pierre up to?
He's up to a 4 down on the round is what he's up to.
Wow.
And
Oh, that's great.
gonna be
Okay.
a putt for
Okay.
5.
James Mallard's.
Also having a good round.
Yeah.
That's
Don't hit the wall.
2 pretty good approaches.
Okay, yeah,
Not
that's
quite
nice.
as close as Pierre. James has, I don't know if we discussed it in the first round, but great birdie putt. He lines up not quite perpendicular to, but diagonal to the target
Really?
in a more exaggerated that scorecard for Anthony. He got the eagle on hole 9 as well. That must have been a hell of a drive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, James lines up like 45 degrees
Weird.
from the target. Throws me off every time. Every time I look at him going for a putt, I was like, no, James, don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. You're aiming 30 feet to the left on this one. And he just slams it in.
Huh.
It makes me wonder if maybe I'm doing, I know I'm doing it wrong. I should rephrase that. Makes me wonder if I should be doing it his way.
Hey, you got to give it a shot. Maybe time to hit out in the course, Matt.
Almost. Almost.
Okay, hole 12.
In
par
one
four.
and a half more rounds of disc golf, then I can play some disc golf, Jeremy.
Sounds good. Yeah, hole 12, par 4, 617 feet. Skinny drive. You got a couple of gaps left and right. Leading you all over this ridge. Again, you've got, you go to the left-hand side with a forehand, it'll dig into the hill. Right-hand side, a little bit of a turnover to keep that up on top of the hill. And then you've got the basket parked on top of a nice little plateau area with a wall.
Next to a battered but healthy pine of some sort.
Sure.
Spruce.
Yeah,
Coniferous tree.
sure.
All right.
I thought you were going to say carnivorous tree. Many disc golfers didn't survive this hole. Oh,
no.
Ezra.
It bounces back up, says he's fine. Do you think that's bravado, or you think he's okay?
I don't know, but that's way down there.
That was
a heck of a slip, but a heck of a drive.
sometimes your slip drives go further than anything.
Yeah.
For physics reasons.
New trend in disc golf. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Sam is wanting to put a move on this one.
Holy
Oh,
smokes,
he's got to
Sam
move on
Streeter.
that. Oh.
What did that tree ever do to him?
I don't know, but was that standing straight up before the disc hit it?
Probably.
The camera says no, but I'm going to just assume this. So.
Sam Streeter is turning it on here.
Okay, Dylan. He's going to take the right side, and that's got to come out a little bit.
Just controlled power. You know what? I think I've just noticed about watching Dylan now for a round and a half here. Power under control.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really see him like throwing himself out of his own shoes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But he still like puts a serious move on the disc. But it looks like he tops out at about 90%.
Yep.
Every time. And it looks controlled and planned, and his timing is on point every time.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
cool to see a lot of young people like they're going like 95, 100%, like right out of the parking lot.
Yeah. So that's when you're prone to injury. So if you're
Not when you're 18, Jeremy. Who cares what you do when you're 18?
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, you're invincible at
You ever
18.
get injured when you were 18? Not me.
Not that I remember, but
If the bone doesn't break, game must go on.
I remember that saying.
Great shot by
Vaughn had a nice little upshot. This is a nice one over here as well, too.
so far down there.
We haven't even hit Sam's drive yet.
That gets a little loose on Ezra. He's not going to be thrilled with that
He's
approach.
On the opposite side of that tree, maybe?
Not a gimme from there, and now... Could you imagine if that tree wasn't there?
Oh.
617-foot hole, it probably would have gone
Oh,
450 on a forehand.
Okay. I think he had a pretty bad roll away on the last round, I think, in this hole, didn't he?
He's had some nightmares.
Yeah. That settled down a bit for him.
Sam's had an emotionally challenging tournament so far. So,
Nice putt.
great birdie. That was an awesome approach from Vaughn. Full flight, right around the tree.
Those putts with a wind blowing right at you, they give me the willies no matter how close you are to the basket. But luckily it was nice and calm, and it was just a good putter. So, easy.
That helps. Goes a long way being good at putting.
Yeah. Are we getting...
Don't jinx it, Jeremy.
Are
Come
we
on.
going to see it?
Don't Jeremy.
Oh, no, I
this
was
thing.
looking at the tree. It looked like there was a bird on there. Oh,
Yes,
okay, yeah.
sir, we are.
Oh, there is a... Wow, nice star frame. And there's a bird up there.
Is there?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I was just trying to get away from...
Birds are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to jinx the guys.
Oh,
This is
see
just-
what happens here.
Whoa!
I don't know if he...
I like... How fast did he get up? That's insane. Oh, jeez.
All right.
Hey, what's going on with Anthony?
Took a bogey on 12. That was kind of rough. Let's see if he can make up for it here.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Great line on that one.
Yeah.
First Bork.
Not having the best round.
He bought a transit pass. Unfortunately, it was in Struggleville, and so, wow.
Nice putt.
Not on the struggle buses, Pierre Landry.
No.
Gets the only birdie. Ties himself up with James Mallard through 13.
Okay.
I mean, those two guys are 8 down.
Chase card's still staying in the mix.
Yeah. So they are
Yeah, rounding out the top 10. Dylan still at -13, Ezra -11, Samuel -9.
And we've got a Chris Richard. Look at this. 8 down through 14 for Chris Richard.
Jeez, that's insane. Huh.
He's on third card.
Just kind of goes to show you that if, so maybe you didn't have the best first round, but hang in there, your good rounds will come.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hole 13, we just saw them putting out here. Uphill, 278 feet, plays over 300, I would say.
Sure.
We've seen guys go at this straight with a putter, go straight with a mid, and then around the right-hand side for a hyzer, kind of sliding it in the back door there. Seems to be a pretty safe play. There's not really a lot of foliage on the middle of these trees, so it kind of presents this really fascinating aesthetic to this course, which I love, which is these, it's trunks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It makes for super cool fairways.
It really does.
And if you're a disc golfer, it also makes for slightly wider fairways.
Mm-hmm.
So you can pound this. This looks like a putter for Ezra. He's just going to try and nestle this thing up.
That's going to fade in quite nicely. Ooh, a little far.
There you go. Ironstone.
Ironstone.
I don't know enough of their discs to know which one that was.
Don't know either.
Let us know if you know what the Ironstone is. Someone does. This is not like secret knowledge out there.
Sam just with like the lightest forehand. Again, the fast skip at the end. Woo?
Yeah, I think maybe it breaks a little bit away from the basket here on the green. It's uphill to the basket, and then maybe it's downhill coming over the basket. This might be another Ironstone, actually.
I think so. Maybe they're P2.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. That was a nice kick off the tree.
Fantastic.
Nestled right in there.
See if Vaughn can keep it going here.
It's
coming
again.
out. Oh, yeah.
Boy.
What were you worried about, Jeremy?
I don't know. That was really good.
Yes, we realize now.
Yeah, it's starting to get a bit of a gallery.
I'm not a part of the editing. I'm just helping.
Sam, oh,
Are you kidding?
Oh, that's too bad.
That
chain's got most of it.
Yeah, that's like a chain link fence installer that touched a lot of chains.
Oh man,
and was disappointed at the end of the day.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Ooh. He's going to want that back.
Unexpected. Ezra's been on a heater here.
He has been. Yeah.
Well, dials in the comebacker, shakes his head, shrug of the shoulders. He'll be fine.
At this point, he just wants to keep that 2-stroke lead with Dylan.
Yeah, the kid, and the kid I'm referring to here being Dylan, because it doesn't really narrow it down very much here.
Yeah.
But kid seems pretty content to just keep playing good disc golf here, regardless of what everyone else is doing. That's 3 strokes now for Dylan.
Yep.
And that is a rough par for Sam. Making good progress here.
Boy, this flight threw me for a loop. I thought that was not coming back. Wonder what he throws. Juan, if you're going to watch this,
Backhand.
Let us know what your, what disc is that you throw? So curious. Anyway, it was a great shot. Ooh, another chase card check-in, Matt. James Mallard. What are you up to? Okay. Got a bit of a downhill sketchy putt. Pierre Long 3. Oh, look at this roll. Oh, yeah.
Play the side
Perfect.
hill on a forehand.
Beauty.
Yes.
Wow.
Sir. James Mallard from Circle 2.
Okay.
He is majorly heating up in this one. You know, you get a taste of Park Pro coverage. It's hard to let go of that.
Oh, yeah. I remember being on that at one point, Matt. I just kept dangling it in front of me. just never came about.
Yeah, for our new viewers here, check out our back catalog. Jeremy Gauthier, not just a disc golf commentator, but an excellent MPO player in his own right. You can see him in the Big Bear Open coverage from 2023, as well as our bonus coverage from the River City Cup, which was one of the most exciting tournaments we ever filmed, and it was probably our least viewed because it wasn't really part of the Canadian Disc Golf Tour, but we had 2 cameras out there at the River City Cup, and it was a thrilling tournament.
It was pretty fun.
Gripping.
Really fun to play.
Super fun.
Yeah.
So you can see Jeremy. He knows how a disc flies. Hole 14 here, we kind of skipped over the drone preview. I just noticed that's kind of unusual. Normally we're pretty good about keeping the drones in there. Anyway,
it was a really fast drone fly, Matt.
hole 14, par 4 is from here to there. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I like
Ezra.
this.
Oh my goodness.
I like that.
Oh my
That is
goodness.
so far. That is so far.
And that hit a tree. That could have gone another 50 feet.
Oof. Where's the basket? Just around the
Not
corner?
far.
Oh
The
man.
answer is not far from there.
Sam?
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's just got to come out of it.
Oh, that's going to
That
go
is
too.
gone.
That is going to go too.
Smoked it.
Beautiful.
That's the 2 best drives we've seen so far by probably 100 feet on this one.
That is so far.
That was incredible. Let's do a drone flyover, Jeremy.
Oh, perfect.
Hole 14, par 4, 587 feet. You want to know where those drives landed?
Sure.
Trying something a little different on this one, Jer.
Yeah.
Check it out.
What?
There's Dylan.
What? This is
There's
cool.
Vaughn.
Those look like curling rocks.
Hey.
Well, disproportionately
it.
sized curling rocks, but
And we got Sam down the hill, Ezra at the top of the hill with a beautiful approach.
oh, that's neat.
Isn't that cool?
That was really cool.
That's something we wanted to do for a long time.
Oh,
we
neat.
talked about doing it forever, just never got it done.
Yeah.
It's the drone flyover that tells you where everybody landed.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Let us know if you're watching. What do you think of this drone flyover innovation?
You know, it's the new trend with a lot of the shows too. They'll play half the episode and then they'll take it right to the the beginning, the title sequence, whatever.
Yeah, this is like Dr. House, like meets a patient.
Yeah.
Patient comes on to him and then almost dies. And then he says, "Oh, you must be a poker player." And then the intro music to House plays,
Yeah.
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 It's like doing the
It's like
opening credits
every
after.
House episode.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm not going to watch House anymore. Thanks, Matt.
Well, she doesn't actually die
Oh,
because he's a genius.
well, thanks for ruining. Oh
He's
no,
a genius drug addict.
he is.
Let's just keep talking about House because that was painful.
Yeah, no kidding.
He could use some of those
And cut to the title scene.
Ambien, whatever. I don't actually remember what Dr. House was taking, what kind of medicine he was taking. Painkillers, though.
This
Wow.
looks so nice. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. That looked like that was staying on edge long enough before it started to come back down the hill. But luckily that settled down in time.
Yeah, there could have been a puddle of discs down there.
Oh, I like this. Oh. Oh.
Caging out.
Oh man. There is no fear.
He gives a little flick like, yeah, you know what I should have done is done this. Like, no, that's fine. What you did is fine there, Dylan. That was a good putt.
Oh boy.
And that was a good putt for Vaughn, too.
Okay. Oh, there's been some scary stand-ups on those.
You noticed in disc golf, it doesn't actually take much of a hill for a disc to roll super far.
No.
Circle two-stepper. Wow. Tons
no.
of juice. And not much of an improvement. And Sam Streeter's patience, I'd say, is officially getting tested here, Jeremy.
Yep.
All right, let's see if he can dial it back in.
Appreciate the guts, though. I don't know if I
focus.
would have done that.
Took his time, went through his routine.
Oh, I
Great
love it.
par putt for Sam.
Nice. Good recovery.
I think that's a real positive sign for his game here.
Yep.
Still only 5 down to Dylan, 2 back of Ezra. Definitely on pace to make lead card here going into the final round.
Okay.
Very nice birdie on that roll away that could have been. Just the wrong piece of bark mulch was in the wrong place. That he would have been down there with Sam.
Vaughn's just snuck over the basket. And Ezra gets a stroke back on Dylan.
Taking advantage of that absolutely immaculate drive from Ezra. Iser, flip, turnover, ride around the corner.
And
have a seat, why don't you? Take a load off. Stay a while. Listen. Eyes at the basket, hand to the basket, disc in the basket. That's how you do it.
Another chase card check-in?
Yeah, we're jumping over to 15 now. I mean, we've got James Mallard and Pierre Landry at 9 down. Anthony's only a couple back, but I mean, both of those top 2 names are in contention to get onto lead card here.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
That is another birdie, 4 in a row for Pierre. James was parked for birdie as well.
That was amazing.
Okay, these guys, hey, fist bumps, almost takes them out with the umbrella. These guys are playing off of each other, I think.
I think so. Let's jump.
Sometimes you just get in that groove with somebody on your card, right?
Yep. Now let's jump over to hole 15, par 4, 540 feet. You want to crest this hill. More trees in the way. More trees in the way. Nice landing spot right here, and then it just gets a little bit more congested leading up into the green.
We saw big forehands, but the real way to get distance seemed to be the sharp Anheuser, putting it way up high on a pretty serious Anheuser angle. Just following the line of the fairway there. Very impressive shot when it goes well. Not so impressive if you screw it up, so another risk reward hole here for the guys.
Super tight tunnel off the tee box.
We got Rose. Rose Sherdick is doing some audio for us. I believe she is leading the FPO division at this point.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's crushed.
Way down there for Ezra.
Yeah. Nice placement.
All right. Gauntlet laid down for Dylan. Snap.
You said you went and watched Simon Lisac at the Canadian Nationals throw and said it was just like something otherworldly.
Yeah, the snap, like what you heard with Dylan there, is there. But the thing that our mics haven't picked up yet, which I think only happens over like 70 miles an hour probably, is the disc sounds, and maybe we should point the mic at the players from the front, but we just haven't figured out a good way to do that yet. Mm-hmm. But the disc sounds like a jet engine.
Yeah.
If it's flying over your head or next to you, it sounds like a jet, an actual jet. Wow. Oh,
that's
incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible drive from Sam.
Yep.
Come on, Sam, celebrate just a little bit. I'll never do that in my life.
Oh.
I think that was the plan there from Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Okay.
He was playing on a tricky side hill there, and that's very well done.
That was an optical illusion by Park Pro, and well done, guys.
I blame Vaughn.
You had me convinced that was just yanked, but it was really nice.
And that one looks good, but that's going to be left now, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Middle of the fairway, same thing.
Hopefully a nice little layup for par.
Jump putt for Eagle, a little casual jump putt for Eagle for Ezra, no problem.
Oh, man. Okay.
That's fine. Confidence he's playing with, I think that should be a tap in. Jump putt for Eagle.
Oh.
I think it's the beef steroids, Jeremy. I think there's more, they put more steroids in the beef nowadays, so these kids can just all throw further than we can.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. We just were raised on, I don't know, fish steroids.
Vitamins. Oh, Dylan Goudey for birdie.
What? Oh, man. Oh.
All the way from back home in Nova Scotia.
Oh,
Nose
that's
up.
sick. That is so sick.
Picture perfect putt. Holy cow.
Oh, I for sure thought that was just going to be a par for him on this hole.
No question.
That was amazing.
Okay. These guys came to play in round 2, Jeremy.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right. Well, let's see you follow that one up. Yeah, that works. They're both birdies.
Yep. I'm sure Ezra in the back of his mind was thinking, okay, I think I got one more on him.
Very well.
This is,
Do you remember Dylan's drive? He hit an early tree.
yeah.
You're not supposed to do that.
That's so crazy.
That's not. I'll double check the rule book. I'm not even sure that's allowed. Getting a birdie from there.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I think it's
I'll be.
Article. Well, I lost my train of thought.
We got our
Thanks, Matt.
first player at double digits on the round here. Dylan Goudey at 10 down, taking him to 15 under par total through 15 holes in the second round. Ezra is keeping pace though, 8 down for the round and 13 down overall. Pierre and James have worked their way up to a tie with Sam Streeter there. They're all at 10 down. 3 holes and 2 holes remaining for our top 2 cards here to determine who's going to get onto lead card. 2 holes for Ezra to chase Dylan down here. And first of the 3 is the daunting par 5, 869 foot hole 16.
Yeah.
There's a fairway and then a valley with a road and a bridge and then a giant hill. So your landing place right about here would be ideal to get you an open shot across the valley. Best case scenario, we saw, I believe Dylan kind of took that path over the road on his second shot. We saw guys going over the right-hand side there, that group of trees. Either your second or your third shot, if that's an option, you can throw a big hyzer over this clump of trees. Yeah. Lots of landing room on the green, but it is a hill. It rolls away.
Looks like if you got a big forehand for that second or third shot coming in, that's probably your best play, just over the road if you can.
Yeah, I would. That's probably how I would do it. If I had an equally good forehand backhand, I'd probably go backhand drive, forehand second shot, backhand approach into the hillside, 4-putt for bogey, double bogey.
Okay, Ezra is lining up the left side.
So this is another thing we didn't know was a thing, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Everyone was playing up the fairway the whole time. It's rough over there. It's not treed. There's not a ton of brush over there, but it's not great footing over there. And he's hoping this is going to pan all the way back to the fairway.
Yeah.
And it might, but it doesn't.
Oh.
But he's so far down there.
Yeah.
And depending on the alignment of the trees, he might have an open look to get over the road from there.
Sure.
So very creative stuff from Ezra.
Yeah.
He probably saw that in practice, or maybe somebody on his card in the first round did it, but
Dylan
traditionalist
going up the middle. Wow.
Yes. See, if I could do this, Jeremy.
That's insane.
If I could do this is what I would do.
In the back of my mind, I thought, the best shot you could take is you just want to get through that little clearing, and it's so good.
And now Sam's eyeing up a similar line, but he's taking the skinny gap over, forcing over a forehand.
Oh, boy.
And he hits a branch, and it's going to be way left and way short. Oh, that is not the outcome that he was hoping for.
Nope.
That's basically the one branch he had to miss.
Boy, that would have been good if that made it through.
He threw it hard. And now Vaughn says, you know what? No trees over there?
Huh.
Count me in. I know how to throw a big looping anhyzer back to the fairway.
Yeah.
And he does. Great shot. Miss all the trees, middle of the fairway.
Got a bit of work to go through that big pocket of trees in front of him, it looks like, but yeah, smart play.
Okay.
Where's
Sam has a line. Sam's got an arm.
Sam's got a throw.
Sam is.
Wow. Actually, that turned out really well, hopefully.
I
think.
He got great distance on that.
It just depends on how close he is to that tree and the angle that he has to the green, but it looked really good.
Yeah. It's like Vaughn is keeping it at the top of the hill.
Smart.
That's not a lack of power. I think that's the on-purpose play from Vaughn there. He's knows that if he's at the top of the hill, he's got a way better angle into the green.
Yep.
So he was just playing to the top of the hill. Dylan's in prime position to go all the way over the road. So he does. And that is almost identical to round 1 for him. Great play. Okay. So here's Ezra, and he's getting directions to the basket because he can't see the basket, Jeremy. There's no idea where the basket is.
Jeez, he is. Oh, he's so far up there. Holy smokes.
And now he's got an eagle putt.
Oh, man.
Someone had to go run, point him in the general direction of where he was aiming. And he said, yeah, okay, I can do that. And then he did that.
Wow. This looks good too.
Yeah, he's not going to have the birdie putt, but
You're safe.
yeah, Vaughn played that just fine. Avoided all of the trouble on the entire hole.
Oh, look at this. That looks like it worked out pretty well for him.
Yeah, he's got a line.
Yeah.
He's going to play the force over forehand.
Boy, I admire his dedication to those turnovers.
I don't mind that. There's something to be said sometimes for matching the slope of a slope green like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if you're hyzering into it, that's when you pick up and roll.
Yep.
But if you feel comfortable with your aiming points, having the landing zone match the slope of the hill like that's not a bad way to stick around. Oh, I shouldn't have counted Vaughn out for birdie there. That was a legitimate bid.
Yep.
And here we go for eagle to temporarily tie Dylan on hole 16. Oh, just wide, just a touch short. Wow, we almost saw something pretty spectacular there.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Sam's was definitely not in, but I think Dylan's putt looked pretty good there.
Yeah.
I think that probably could have stayed.
So,
Ezra's still going to get one on Dylan. One back. Good par for Vaughn. Sam definitely thought he had the birdie. I thought he had the birdie. Played the hole really well.
Oh.
Still only 5 back, though. And he's going to be in the hunt with the other 2 guys from Chase Card.
sun started to go down, looks
Look
like.
at this second shot for Ezra. Over the crowd. Over the tree wall.
Jeez. Over the forest.
Yeah. Wild.
That was
Wild
crazy.
shot by Ezra.
Like if you ticked off one of those early trees, you'd be scrambling through that stuff easily.
When you're a young guy, and I think Ezra just finished high school, something like that, you don't think about the negative outcomes, Jeremy.
No.
You just think about how cool it would be if you threw it over everything and had an eagle putt.
True.
No, Ezra is a very mature guy. I think that was a calculated risk on his part. He knows he can throw it a mile.
Oh boy.
We're on 17. This is that short uphill par 3 that has kind of a guardian wall. I think this play here from Chris is the line for sure.
Ooh, yeah.
So he's going to be mostly through. He's going to have a putt.
Then Anthony is, oh boy.
Yeah, that's high. That's loose.
Yeah.
That's rough. See if we can conjure up some magic here.
He's made some pretty good putts in round 1. He's capable, but those trees are denying.
Great job, Jeremy.
Deny.
All right. On
My
3
powers
birdies,
still exist.
3 birdies in a row is going to come to an end here for James. He and Pierre are at 11 down now.
Oh.
Neither of them is going to add to that total. What a round Pierre Landry's having.
Chris picking up a birdie.
Bien fait, Pierre Landry. Oh man, I gotta speak some more French. That was terrible. All right, and Chris Bork back to even par.
Yeah. So, hole 17. That nice 248-foot uphill, heavily guarded. Sort of a fun pick your gap and hope for the best. Most players probably want to get this one.
You see that little red bush next to the lady watching that spectacular putt by Orange guy?
Yeah.
You want to go over that.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's the line that the drone flew there. And so a force over forehand does play pretty nicely for it. Thanks again for your help with the audio, Rose.
Yeah. We could hear that disc tap all the way at the basket. This looks, hold up.
2 trees to miss. Yeah,
Okay.
just fine. Just fine.
Very nice.
Ezra's looking at probably 4 straight birdies here. Pressure on Dylan.
Going to start. Oh, that's fading.
He's hitting the big gap, though,
Yeah.
but all the way.
Okay. Yeah, he's up there.
Clean scorecard, 10 down, no bogeys for Dylan. I don't know that we've seen a no bogey round out here yet.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
A little early.
He knows his discs.
But-
he knows that wasn't enough. Yeah, it's
But
just
snuck
it's
through.
fine. Yeah, you got to pick your head up and
Okay.
focus back up for a birdie putt there.
My prediction is Vaughn is going to do something special here.
All right,
Come on, Vaughn. Prove me right.
got a chance if he gets lucky through the branches.
Back. Oh. Like the line.
Doesn't he look like an artist?
He does.
Like he's probably like does oil paint.
Oh. Almost painted that one nicely.
You were so close to being correct on that, Jeremy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great attempt.
It was still special to me. So. It's just.
Confident stroke.
So, do you think if you just look down after you putt, is it always going to go in, or do you just
It seems to,
do you have to be good at putting?
judging by the evidence that we've seen.
That's incredible. Oh no!
Like we've seen timid putts, we've seen sort of shaky, half confident putts, and Dylan's putt, that was one of the most confident putts that we've ever seen.
Okay, keeping that 1-stroke difference.
Showing off the ironstone. You're at the Discmania Open. Very apropos. And Sam's got 1 hole, and with a couple of guys at 11 down, he definitely has to birdie, I would say, because I don't think anybody's bogeying hole 18 there. And even then, he might be in trouble to stay on lead card.
Yeah, no question.
Just so smooth, so just extended naturally. Here we are, hole 18. It's like James got caught up early, maybe had a cut roll on his drive. Pierre ended up bailing out way left. Doesn't make
Nice
his
bid.
birdie putt. See what Anthony's got for his birdie putt.
Get
Be a
it.
great finish for the
Yes.
guy. Yes, sir.
Nice work.
Let's go, Anthony.
Like a little smile. Yeah.
Don't call him Richard Anthony. We learned that in the first round. He hates that. Great attempt. Nice to see Chris getting some birdies in the back half of this. And James Mallard is in with an 11 down. That is the first of our 11 downs. Pierre should be tapping in for the second of our 11 downs. Spectacular second half to that round for James Mallard.
Insane.
And look at that scorecard for Pierre. Incredible stuff. 9 down on the round with a bogey too.
Start your round at 2 down. You know, the first round, you kind of try to think law averages, but then you just go shoot out of your mind.
Yeah.
Kind of a nice way to end that day.
You never know what's going to happen in a tournament.
What is
That is the long boardwalk. So I think it's after hole, it's either 5 or 6. You head off to sort of left of where we're looking right now, and you play a good chunk of the course over there. And then after 17, you come back across the boardwalk here to 18.
Oh, cool.
So 18, that house and the campfire in the background, that's Tournament Central. So you head off from about there, then you come back to there, and everyone's watching as you finish this beautiful finishing hole, 397 feet. Right-hand, backhand player, you're putting something out, and it's got to go left to right the entire 400 feet of its flight.
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody does it well, it's one of the prettiest things you'll ever see. Forehand flip up we've seen works as well, but we might see it from Vaughn, and a good chance we could see it from Sam, but he also does have the backhand prowess to hit that angle. And if that stays up in the air just a little bit for Ezra,
Keep going.
oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's exactly how you do it. We should hire him to do our drone flyovers.
Jeez.
Just tape a drone to the top of his disc.
I'd get really dizzy.
Yeah, good point. Got to think about this a little more.
Okay, Dylan, can you match?
He saw the line. He saw the angle.
A little early. Oh,
One tree.
okay.
One tree. We could be tied going into the final round here, Jeremy. That's inside for
no.
sure. Does he get lucky through the trees? Yes.
He did. Oh, he's okay.
Semi-obstructed putt there. But even if he gets to 11 down, I'm pretty sure that the two guys at 11 would have had hotter rounds because they were coming from the chase card, right?
Yep.
But we're still only 2 rounds through, so every birdie counts. And we've seen people, Ezra and Dylan, I think, went from like 5 down rounds to 10, 11 down rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, man.
great run.
Nice line. Looked like he knew he didn't put enough on it, but still, nice run. Oh, Sam. Tough break.
Just a tough round out there. He never really had that body language going, even when he was making good play. Oh my
What?
goodness, Dylan Goudey, are you kidding me?
What?
That is
Okay,
2
Dylan.
deep circle 2 putts
Hey, Dylan.
on that back round to go 12 down on the round.
Oh, man. Okay, I think I've seen it all now. That was a pretty fun round to watch from everybody.
12 down played 10:36, Jeremy.
Oh, enjoy your hot dogs, guys. You earned it.
Hot round of the event so far.
Or whatever you choose to have at the hot dog tent.
11 down for Ezra, 10:29. That is 2 absolutely scorching rounds.
Insane.
And we are going to see a shakeup on the lead card here going into the final day. We're going to see the return of James Mallard, and we're going to see, for the first time, aside from our chase card check-ins, Pierre Landry. Love it. Especially with a dyed disc like that, where
Yeah.
you're tracking the spin on that thing.
Blip, blip,
Oh,
blip, blip,
man.
blip, blip.
Oh, man. Yeah, give it to me again. 45 feet. Heart.
Oh,
Heart.
oh, man.
A little bit of a fist bump. So
Yeah.
he'll wait till the end of the round.
Yep.
Then he'll give you a bit of a fist bump. Look at the scene. Sunset out at the
beautiful.
gills.
So beautiful.
Kings Pine. 12 down.
12 down.
12 down. I will remind you, 5 down was our best score for MPO in round 1, Jeremy.
Jeez.
So
That's incredible.
Dylan Ezra, Karen James joining them. Sam, Chris Richard, Anthony Richard, Vaughn Murphy will be your chase card. We'll see if we're going to send some cameras out after them. Kyle Reed, Devin McPherson rounding it out. Good round there by Kyle Reed, 5 down. Chris Richard, 9 down. He had that hot start. He was 8 down through 14.
Yep.
Man. Well done. Thanks to Disc Golf PEI for helping out with this tournament. So many people, so many companies helped out with this tournament.
Here's Crows coming at you live from the boardwalk.
That is Crows. All right, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
I don't need to tell you what you just saw here in round 2, and we're gonna have one more round of this
Keep
coming up for
watching.
round 3.
Keep watching.
This is gonna be a fun one. Hit that subscribe button. Come on, you just enjoyed 2 rounds of free disc golf.
I mean, look at the top left. How can you resist?